up, shorties? What up? What up?
When the NBA's brightest stars take the court, they can create a highlight reel filled with spectacular plays.
Steve Francis sails into the next millennium.
How you want it, man? I can give it to you any kind of way, so how do you want it?
There's McGrady, look out! Oh, can you believe that?
Every now and then, if I'm up in the air, I'm thinking, okay, should I go backwards? Or should I do a two-hand windmill? Or maybe a one-hand windmill?
Let's go home! Let's go home, ladies and gentlemen!
Each team in the league seems to have supremely talented players, and if you were building the perfect team, you could do it with any number of combinations.
When I'm on the court, I'm giving you everything. Talent and skill, caught up in the moment.
Kevin Garnett, one of the greatest players in the game. Big fella, shoulder Wallace with a tremendous block.
You have to challenge yourself every single night. And on the court, it's me against the world.
Oh my, Jermaine Oneal!
But in building any team, one must start with a cornerstone.
This man is unbelievable.
A signature player. The foundation. Oneal. Like Tracy, he made a giant leap to the NBA, but it took him a while to take the next step to stardom.
My drive is unexplainable. I have an addiction for success. Now it's my time to show the world what I can do.
Oneal gets the shot.
Jermaine Oneal has developed into one of the premier big men in the game. Combining power and finesse, he's become an all-star and the foundation of the Indiana Pacers. But for Jermaine, the path to success has not always been smooth.
With the 17th pick in the 1996 NBA Draft, the Portland Trailblazers select Jermaine Oneal from Eau Claire High School in South Carolina.
I was 17 when I first got out there, and I was nervous, and I knew it was a lifelong dream that I was accomplishing.
Jermaine not only achieved his dream, he became the youngest player ever to play in an NBA game. While his youth helped him make history, it also made for a tough transition.
The rebound finds the rookie who misses the slam dunk.
Coming out of high school, you hear so much about the physical aspect of it and not enough about the mental aspect of it.
But Jermaine wouldn't have much chance to work through his struggles on the court. Most of the time, he found himself relegated to the bench, waiting for his turn behind more experienced players.
It was hard for me because I wasn't playing, but at the same time, it might have been the best situation for me because it made me tougher mentally, physically, and it made me want it more.
By his fourth season in Portland, Oneal was starting to make the most of the limited opportunities that came his way.
Oh, that young man.
Jermaine felt his time had come to play a bigger role, and the fans were tantalized by his potential.
I have a feeling they want Oneal.
It was hard for me to swallow not getting the opportunity in my fourth year where I knew I was ready to contribute in a major way, and it didn't happen. And I had just re-signed back for 4 more years, and I had just went through 3 years of not playing, and that was definitely a low point. But I knew if I didn't get the opportunity to show people in Portland, I was going to get the opportunity somewhere else.
He would finally get his chance in the heartland of basketball, Indiana, when Jermaine was traded to the Pacers in the summer of 2000.
We feel really fortunate that we're able to make this trade. We think that we have a diamond in the rough. In Jermaine Oneal, we get a player who's 6'11", 7 feet tall, 21 years old, but he's been in the league 4 years.
A lot of you haven't had the opportunity to really see how good a basketball player he is. My job is to make sure that we get that out of him.
The trade marked a new beginning for Jermaine, who would be thrust into a prominent role. And he had a mentor to guide him in Hall of Famer Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah told me that whatever I wanted with my career now is totally up to me. If I fail, it's because I wasn't good enough. If I succeed, it's because I was definitely good enough.
Jermaine, start out high first.
Jermaine Oneal, the kid can play, make no mistake. Ball grabbed by Oneal, isolated, stutter step, quick spin, power jam with the right hand. Oh, was that pretty.
I was out there every single night playing 35, 40 minutes every single game, and I was able to really develop.
There's 4 minutes to go in the game. Get us back into this. You get us back into this. Clean up every board, block every shot.
Oh my, Jermaine Oneal!
Oh, and a block there, Jermaine Oneal. Right up in Shaq's grill. Oneal against Rattler. Nice spin move. Oh, Jermaine Oneal.
And as Jermaine continued to emerge, the Pacers veteran star Reggie Miller began to step back, passing the torch of leadership.
He has all the skills and he has the game that can take all of us to that next level.
Jermaine Oneal, unstoppable.
Set me down. I said this team's gonna go as far as I take them. And that meant a lot. They're coming from Reggie Miller, who's gonna be a Hall of Famer. He's one of the greatest ever played. For him to sit me down and say, hey, we need you to step up and play at a high level every single night and take this team to the next level. And ever since then, I've just been kind of looking up.
Down to 2, down to 1. Harrington floats it into the cup. Jermaine Oneal able to slam the lob.
All of Jermaine's hard work and perseverance had paid off. He was becoming the player he always knew he could be, and his development was recognized by the NBA in 2002.
NBA Most Improved Award to our own Jermaine Oneal.
That same season, Jermaine had been honored as one of the NBA's best when he was chosen for the All-Star team. And he would go on to earn that distinction 3 years in a row, twice as a starter.
And a beauty by Jermaine Oneal, flying through the air with the greatest of ease.
As the 2004 season began, Rick Carlisle became the Pacers' new head coach, and he knew that the team's fortunes would be riding on Oneal.
He is the most talented player that this franchise has ever had.
Here's Jermaine Oneal bringing it all the way up, hitting the slam.
He's starting to feel good.
My game really sets itself up on the defensive end of the court. You know, sometimes knocking a guy down, sometimes blocking a shot.
Sprewell cuts in and terminated by Oneal.
And once I get that going, then I'm sprinting down the court to try to make things happen on offense.
The shot is blocked by Oneal, and here comes Crozier. Crozier gives it up left side to Best, back into the lane, and Oneal, after blocking the shot at one end, runs the floor and gets a dunk at the other.
Jermaine has elevated every phase of his game, and his lethal low-post moves have now become virtually unstoppable.
Kenny Thomas, Oneal, jump hook, got it. Nobody stopping a red-hot Jermaine Oneal.
Jermaine Oneal now has become a legitimate MVP candidate because he has lifted the level of the players that are around him. He has helped nurture Ron Artest into an all-star player. He's helped guys like Tinsley by giving them encouragement and confidence, and he's been deferential, but done so as a real leader. And that's what great players do.
Now Jermaine looks to take his own place among the legends and the lore of Indiana basketball. He'll try to restore the Pacer franchise to championship glory. And after all he's been through, this young superstar is relishing the challenge of carrying his team.
I want to win in such a major way that they don't have any problems throwing the ball to me at the end of the games. Because I tell them coming out of the huddle, if you throw it to me, I'm going to make it.
Strickland makes the move.
Got a shot.
He's open. Made it. Hits.
He made it.
The Pacers win it at the buzzer. Yes, Indiana riding the back of Jermaine Oneal tonight.
I'm going to use my emotions and my energy and my focus to try to carry my team to the next level. And when I walk away from this game, I'm going to be considered one of the best ever played.
For Oneal, going from high school to the NBA was a major adjustment.